What's up, guys? NBA talk for not April, May 2nd, 2018, Wednesday basketball for you. Here to talk about the Utah Jazz versus the Houston Rockets. That just finished just a couple minutes ago as I'm recording this. Utah Jazz win on the road too. This is the big win for them, because I would have thought like this series is over if the Houston Rockets would have won Game 2. They won Game 2. Utah Jazz, great effing job for them. 116 to 108. Very good job from Ingles, showing up again. Like, this guy is good, and he's shooting lights out from the three. He had 27 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 10 for 13 from the field, 7 for 9 from the three-point range. He was lights out. And then you got Donovan Mitchell doing some very good things in the fourth quarter. He was shaky all night because he was missing a whole lot of shots. He was 6 for 21 from the field, 2 for 8 from the three-point range. But those couple minutes in the fourth, excellent work. On the defensive end, he was just phenomenal. He was plus 13 on the court, 17 points, 11 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, 3 turnovers. But he was phenomenal in that fourth quarter. And that dunk that he did, that putback dunk was crazy. Oh man, everybody's calling for him to be the Rookie of the Year. If this was the playoffs, if the playoffs count towards Rookie of the Year, I would say it would be Donovan Mitchell. I'm just thinking around like the regular season, that would be Ben Simmons, being more consistent in his work. Like Donovan Mitchell, he built himself up to it. It was a shorter time to do so, but Ben Simmons, who was able to get out of the gate real quick, and his team got more wins. But if this is including the playoffs, Donovan Mitchell will win the Rookie of the Year, no doubt about it, because he's been phenomenal. So yeah, Rudy Gobert, 15 points, 13 rebounds. O'Neal played 27 minutes, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Derek Favors with 10 points, 3 rebounds, and a block shot. Jay Crowder with 15 points, 10 rebounds, and assists. He was 3 for 6 from the three-point range. And then you got Alec Burke. He's starting to get himself back to where he was a couple years ago when he was phenomenal. Like, he was scoring lights out, and he was doing his thing. But then he got hurt, and then he's been out of the lineup for some time. But he's back. He's putting some points in that's very much needed. 17 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds for Alec Burke in 22 minutes. That's excellent. 51% from the field, 46% from the three-point range, 48 rebounds, 26 assists, 16 turnovers. And yeah, man, it was awesome. That first quarter for the Utah Jazz set the tone for them. Like, they kept it going. The third quarter, it got weak for them because James Harden became James Harden again. Like, he was getting to the free throw line and all that. But Utah Jazz were able to capitalize in that fourth quarter excellently. The defensive end just shutting things down. So yeah, James Harden, 32 points, 9 for 22, 9 for 22 from the field for James Harden. 32 points, 11 assists, 7 rebounds, 12 for 13 from the free throw line. Of course, he always goes to the free throw line, like when he's ever not. Chris Paul, 23 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals tonight. Clint Capella with 21 points, 11 rebounds. He was 10 for 15 from the field. PJ Tucker, 5 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 block shots. And also Trevor Ariza with 5 points. Not looking good. -10 on the court. The worst defender on the Houston Rockets starting lineup, to say the least. Nothing from Ryan Anderson. Mali Moot played 16 minutes. Eric Gordon dropped 15 points, 6 rebounds off of 5 out of 16 shooting. He was 3 for 6 from the three-point range. So yeah, the team shot 40% from the field, 27% from the three-point range. 50 rebounds they picked up. 50 rebounds and 22 assists, only 7 turnovers only. James Harden only had 2 turnovers. And so did Chris Paul. I don't know how they lost this. Like, they had that opportunity to keep going. They were definitely a force to be reckoned with, but it didn't come down to it. And this is the best opportunity to take this series over for the Utah Jazz. Splitting the series on the road, the first 2 games, against the Houston Rockets, the #1 offensive team. You're going home. Split series. That is absolutely great. Absolutely great. So, Utah Jazz, excellent work. Houston Rockets, they're going on the road. It's going to be tough because the crowd's going to be pulling for their home court. Their home team, man. But I think Chris Paul is going to have an even better game. James Harden is going to do. I think he's going to take a back seat, and Chris Paul is going to elevate himself even more to try to get everybody else involved. So yeah, that's it. Utah Jazz win, split the series. On to Utah.